Welcome, travelers. This is the Baseball Time Machine. Once in a blue moon, the stars align and place two generational stars on the same ball club at the same time. Ruth and Gehrig, Mason McCovey, Yogi and Mickey may be a few that come to mind. In 2018, the Los Angeles Angels were blessed with the duo of Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. Now that Showtime is heading across town to Chavez Ravine, it's time to reflect on the tumultuous time that was the Trout-Ohtani Era. How did the Halos waste 6 seasons of unprecedented talent? Let's step into the portal and find out. In December 2017, the Angels beat out several teams to win the Great Ohtani race. What they received was a one-of-a-kind unicorn of a ballplayer. In 6 years, Ohtani managed to win AL Rookie of the Year, 2 MVP awards, selection to 3 All-Star games, and even a top 5 finish in Cy Young voting. Ironically, the other finalists for Ohtani have been more successful than the Halos since he signed. Alongside the organization's greatest signing was their greatest draft pick, Mike Trout. When healthy, the Millville Meteor is a top 5 player in the game. He's earned his fair share of accolades since Shohei's signing, winning AL MVP in 2019, along with 5 All-Star selections and 4 Silver Slugger awards. When you receive 2 generational stars from the baseball gods, the smartest thing to do is build around them, right? Well, LA's front office failed to do that. Almost every significant move since 2018 made little to no impact. In the 2017 offseason, outside of Shohei, the Halos' main adds consisted of Zach Cozart and Chris Young. Both produced negative WAR stints in Anaheim. During the season, Billy Eppler made some moves, acquiring Luis Rengifo from the Rays for CJ Cron, as well as swapping Martin Maldonado for Patrick Sandoval. Returns of both trades are with the Angels in the present day, and Cron reunited with the Angels at the tail end of 2023. Although Rengifo and Sandoval have had generally positive impacts on the organization, they're just a drop in the bucket. The 2018 offseason was busier. The Angels got older, but not much wiser. They added several veterans, including Justin Bour, Matt Harvey, and Jonathan Lucroy. The big transaction, though, was Mike Trout's 12-year, $426.5 million extension, the longest in the history of our sport at the time. There was no one more deserving of such a hefty payday. Unfortunately, the team only regressed, with almost all of their additions playing below average baseball. LA wanted to make a big splash, and chose to dive into Lake Rendon, signing the 2019 World Series champ to a 7-year, $245 million deal, one of the biggest signings in franchise history. Coming off the best season of his career, bringing in Rendon made a lot of sense. 2020 was hectic though, with the COVID-19 pandemic shortening the season and putting the players under never-before-seen circumstances. The team finished 8 games below 500, with Rendon playing his only full season in Anaheim. Los Angeles went through a big front office change following the 2020 season, with Perry Manassian replacing Billy Eppler as general manager. His first big move was trading for Reds closer Raisel Iglesias. They also added a few veterans, including pitcher Jose Quintana. Quintana missed almost all of 2020 with a freak hand injury, but the Angels decided to take a chance on the 32-year-old lefty. He would go without a win in his time with the Halos, and was picked up off waivers by San Francisco at the end of August. Overall, the Angels were better than the year before, but not good enough to make the playoffs. They took a more aggressive route entering the 2022 campaign, signing the likes of Noah Syndergaard and Michael Lorenzen. A 4-year extension was given to Raisel Iglesias, although he'd be gone in a year and a half. It was another lackluster year on the field, but a few solid trades were made with a look towards the future. Logan O'Hoppe and Mickey Moniak were acquired from the Phillies, and in the present day have the potential to be regulars in the Angels lineup. 2023 was more of the same, with Los Angeles finishing well below 500. However, Gio Urshela and Brandon Drury both made positive impressions. If they can stay healthy moving forward, they can absolutely help the Halos, but they've missed their best opportunity for success. Hindsight is 2020, but ultimately, the front office failed to put winning players around their stars. Poor signing choices hurt the team, both financially and in the win column. With a lack of homegrown talent, the Angels have been forced to make signings that a team with a competent farm system wouldn't necessarily have to make. According to Fangraphs, the Angels currently have the weakest farm system in baseball. Since 2018, they've only had 5 top 100 prospects. To put that in perspective, a team like the Dodgers had 8 in the last 2 years alone. The Halos' highest-ranked prospect since 2018 was Shohei Ohtani, who claimed the #1 spot upon signing in Anaheim. Joe Adell was in the top 100 for years, and has yet to show that he's worthy of being an Angel in the outfield. Griffin Canning was a top 100 prospect in 2019, and has been solid for the Angels, but nothing crazy. After 2019, LA went down to having just a single player in the top 100 each year. In 2020, Joe Adell was the 6th-ranked prospect, and once again, has yet to prove his worth. In 2021 and 22, it was Reed Detmers, who outside of a no-hitter, has been about average across 3 seasons in Anaheim. In 2023, Nolan Schanuel was a top 100 prospect for a short time, but quickly got the call to the bigs. He was solid, batting .275 over 29 games at the back end of the season. It looks like they might have something with Shanuel and first-round pick Zach Neto, but outside of that, there haven't been many homegrown talents coming up and impressing. Only 3 homegrown players have been named All-Stars in the last decade: Trout, Jared Walsh, and Eric Ibar, almost 10 years ago. The Angels' farm system and scouting department has failed them from top to bottom. Game 7 of the 2002 World Series, the greatest night in franchise history, contains several homegrown stars, including the World Series MVP. There's no excuse for the lack of young stars that the organization has failed to produce in recent years. Injuries have been an ongoing issue for the Angels, with Trout and Ohtani going through their own health troubles at times. In 3 of the past 6 seasons, Los Angeles has finished top 5 in most injured list placements 3 times, with each season including a key player. In 2018, it was Ohtani's UCL, Albert Pujols' knee, and Trout's wrist. Shohei underwent Tommy John surgery following the season, which kept him from pitching in 2019. While Trout stayed healthy and earned his 3rd MVP, other key players spent time sidelined, those being Justin Upton and Andrelton Simmons. Injuries lessened in 2020, but so did the number of games. Simmons got banged up again, missing half the shortened season. He would be gone not long after, off to Minnesota. For the 3 years that followed, there would be 2 IL mainstays, who just so happen to be their most important players not named Shohei Ohtani. Mike Trout and Anthony Rendon have both been hampered with injuries. One of Trout's injuries even developed into a chronic back issue, which could keep him from playing full seasons in the future. Rendon's never really gotten a chance to prove himself outside of DC due to his struggle to stay healthy. The two have missed a combined 587 games in the last 3 seasons, not ideal for the 2 highest paid players on the roster. That, along with Ohtani re-tearing his UCL and suffering an oblique injury, is some incredible bad luck on the Halos' part. Now, it'll be the Dodgers who have to help Ohtani recover from his 2nd Tommy John surgery. Nonetheless, it's difficult to be successful when your top players are spending more time rehabbing than on the field. If you combine lackluster front office moves, the worst farm system in baseball, and low durability, what do you get? A struggling pitching staff. For the last few seasons, the Angels have operated with their best hitter also being their best pitcher. If anything, that's more credit to Shohei Ohtani for truly being out of this world. But if it hasn't been clear, he can't do it on his own. He's now suffered 2 UCL injuries while carrying those around him. In his 6 seasons with the Halos, their pitchers ranked in the bottom third of the league in ERA plus 4 times. The starting rotation has failed to give the offense enough quality starts to work with, as they finished in the bottom half in each of the last 6 seasons, including a dead last finish in 2019, while Shohei was healing up from his first Tommy John surgery. The pitching staff recorded 46 blown leads in 2023, a ridiculous number considering that would represent over 50% of their 89 losses. The bullpen is partially to blame, recording at least the 7th most blown saves in 4 of the last 6 seasons, including 14 blown saves in 2020, which were tied for the most in baseball. The Angels are aware of the struggles and attempted to address it by using all of their 2021 draft picks on pitchers, setting a new record. Although it may be a little early to stress over that draft class, it's worth noting that only 1 of the 19 are in LA's top 30 prospects, and 3 have already been traded away. As a team, the Halos haven't had a top 5 staff since the days of John Lackey, Irvin Santana, and Jared Weaver. All these reasons for the Angels' lack of success are valid, but the issues truly start at the top. Owner Arte Moreno is oblivious to his mistakes and continues to make them time and time again. Purchasing the team following their World Series victory in 2002, Moreno has slowly run the organization into the ground and earned them laughingstock status. His delusional view of the ball club only adds to the embarrassment surrounding them. He almost sold the team prior to the 2023 season, much to Angels fans' satisfaction.
I'm actually pretty elated about it,
but decided against it. He's claimed to give management an unlimited budget to try and build the team and farm, but the evidence suggests otherwise. Outside of Ohtani, who blessed the org with his presence, the Halos make no effort to acquire international talent, even though they have the best example of its effectiveness. They've only had 4 international signees play more than 1 game on their active roster in the last 3 seasons. The Houston Astros had 7 in 2023 alone. Even after getting Ohtani, the Angels still don't have a scout stationed out on the Pacific Rim. Talent is only growing there, with Kodai Senga and Masataka Yoshida coming to MLB this past year, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto on his way this offseason. The refusal to properly scout has already hurt them in the standings, and will continue to do so. When defending investments the team made, Moreno mentioned the likes of Vlad Sr., Bartolo Colon, and Torrey Hunter. These are guys who haven't played for the Angels in over a decade. After going 73-89 in 2022, Angels GM Perry Minasian claimed that they felt that they were close to competing, and their record didn't tell the whole story. The following season, they finished with the exact same record. Doesn't seem like they're any closer to being a competitive ball club. Ultimately, their inability to win with Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani proved their critics right. They fumbled 2 of the game's best players in their primes, ending their time together without even one trip to the postseason. Although the Trout-Ohtani Era in Anaheim is still recent, it's already sad to ponder. Two of the game's greatest players shared a dugout for 6 years and managed to win nothing. The most meaningful game of their careers came against each other, as they squared off in the 2023 World Baseball Classic Final. The team's current stretch of 8 consecutive losing seasons is now the longest in franchise history, and there's no sign of that ending anytime soon. Los Angeles committed baseball malpractice by wasting the primes of Trout and Ohtani, and spoiling an era of Angels baseball that was never truly able to begin. Although Ohtani is elsewhere now, and the baseball world is better off with that being the case, there's no question that it would have been special to see the two share a moment on baseball's grandest stage. For the foreseeable future, the Los Angeles Angels are in baseball hell. This has been the Baseball Time Machine. Thanks for traveling with us. We here at Baseball Time Machine appreciate you spending time with us. To celebrate our recent journey, crack these codes for a chance to win a mystery artifact. Safe travels!